Good evening, Aries, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'd like to do is to go ahead on and get you guys started with your Russian Gypsy reading. And if you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, Aries, this reading is general and it's not going to resonate for each and every Aries out there. So, be sure to just go on and just accept whatever resonates. Don't try to read anything into what I'm saying here. It is what it is. And if it doesn't resonate, just let it go. Okay? And if it does, in fact, resonate, I would certainly appreciate you giving me your likes as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, I'm going to go on and get started first by just shuffling up a few romance oracle cards just to get a general impression regarding your romantic situation, just to see what the energies are telling me right now. And again, this reading is valid until the end of this month. Okay, so Spirit, what's going on in Aries romantic situation, or what can Aries expect? All right. Okay, so it certainly seems here, usually when I see this card where your situation is really asking you to trust and to have faith, that's because you are going through a very tumultuous situation with a lover that I'm getting here. And you just don't know what to do. Some of you may have separated. So, this situation that you seem to be involved in is calling for you to trust and have a bit more faith. Okay? I'm also feel too that, as I've said in previous readings here, you have the return of the Mac here, all right? You need to really release this X here, because this X I'm getting is very, very toxic. And you need to clear this energy so that you can be better able to move forward with someone new here. You're not going to experience anything differently by going back to this person. It's just going to be more, of what you really don't want here, I'm kind of getting, all right? And it seems that you're going back and forth because your feeling seems to be very still stuck on this ex. But ladies and gentlemen, it is certainly safe for you to love, okay? Try to open your heart a bit more to give and to receive the highest energy of all, because this ex has really, you know, lowered your self-esteem here. So get back into play here. Be a bit more playful in your situation, and to really recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun, that you used to do to shine here, ladies and gentlemen. Because I feel that with this ex, if you get back with this person, and this might even be the same situation with you in an existing romantic situation, I just feel that there are a lot of codependent type issues here, and the love appears to be a bit unrequited, I'm getting. And I feel that there are a lot of addictions, toxic addictions, to include drug usage, drinking incessantly, and just smoking extremely too much here, I'm getting. And this might even be a situation where, again, since it's so unrequited here, it's that is a pay to play type situation. It's more so that you can only give, receive unless you give here, I'm kind of getting. So this person doesn't seem to be relationship material here. All right. So you might consider, ladies and gentlemen, letting go of control issues, particularly with a new person that I feel that may come into your rim here. But guys, you have to understand that love is everywhere. And sometimes it only takes you to kind of redouble your efforts, ladies and gentlemen, to let someone know that, you're noticing them. Because sometimes when we're interested in someone else, sometimes they don't know, you know? And if you're having a hard time, for those of you singles out there, you have a lot of good friends that surround you, I'm kind of feeling here. So let your friend help you. Let your friends play matchmaker for those of you who are single and looking for ways to kind of, move forward in your romantic situation. Ask for and accept support, ladies and gentlemen, from other people. And start flirting a bit more. Get out of your shell, I'm kind of feeling, and then extend your lighthearted energies, ladies and gentlemen, to others here. Okay? So let's go on and just look at your Russian Gypsy reading, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to explain a few things about this, or the dynamics of this reading prior to getting into it, so that you understand. Okay, there are only 25 cards to this deck. All right, and usually, most of the time, it's very rare for you to get as many pictures as I've been seeing here that a lot of people have been getting, including you. So it certainly shows that radical changes are, expected. I'm getting here. All right. So basically, this uh, system is almost like assembling a puzzle here. So there are four different types of orientations in which the picture can fall here, depending on which position it falls. That determines the interpretation. But as the interpretation descends from 1 to position 4, of course, it weakens. All right. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen, and just look at your first picture and see what it's telling us, and see if, in fact, it might be your reading here might even echo some of the same sentiments as we've seen here with these romance angel cards. All right. So let's look at this first symbol here. We have the knot. So with the knot, ladies and gentlemen, that symbol falls in third position. And that card is all about our connection with our families here, you know? And I feel that family, or those that we love, and this is suggesting that you're going to actually, that knot is tied, but it seems that you guys are going to get out of an entanglement, I'm getting, or an entangled situation here. And I feel that even some of you, if you haven't already ended a romantic situation, you might kind of decide to end it because you know that you are or have been in some type of entangled, deceptive type situation. I'm getting here. All right. So your next symbol here that we're going to examine here, we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have the forest there. So with the forest, that symbol falls in the first position. So this is really a good position here. So as I said in your said, the messages that I gained from your romantic angel cards is that you certainly do have a lot of friends who surround you here. All right. And what this card is really suggesting to you is that allow these people in, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm feeling too that some of you might even have even changed jobs that I'm getting, okay, or even residence. All right. Next we have the fox. All right. So with the fox, that falls in the second position. So it shows too that something very deceitful I'm getting here is going to be disclosed. I'm getting, okay. So if you guys have told a lie, it's going to come out. Or if someone close to you has told a lie, it's going to come out. I'm kind of getting here. All right. And then I'm seeing here that you have also, ladies and gentlemen, you have the heart there. So with the heart falling in such a very good position there, it shows, unfortunately, because of the position that it falls in, it kind of echoes what I've said earlier. It's more of an unrequited type situation here. And I feel that someone you want, again, just to further emphasize that fact, they don't know that you really want them like that. So if it's someone new, just redouble your efforts. Or it could be, you're in an existing relationship that has soured, all right, because many of you may have gotten bored. It's time to do things differently here, what I'm getting, all right. And then you have also, ladies and gentlemen, you have the scales, all right. So with having the scales there, that falls in the third position. And the scales is all about kind of balancing things out, and it's all about justice here. So this card is asking you once again to let go of control issues, ladies and gentlemen, to balance these tendencies that you tend to have in yourself so that you could better able overcome your problems that you guys have been facing here. Okay? I also feel that some of you might even be doing a bit too much here. You're just either working too hard, or you're just dealing with extremely too many people. I'm feeling that you might want to just curb that, because it could bother your health at some point, ladies and gentlemen. you know. Let's move right along and look at the next symbol that we have here in your cards here. We have the branches there. Okay, so with the branches, that falls in the fourth position. So I'm seeing tears, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing like an attack. I'm seeing that because you have so many of you that whom you're dealing with, somebody's gonna hurt you. But I'm also feeling too, just looking at your last card here. Okay, your last card sits there. All right. I just feel that someone is gonna return from your past, and they're gonna want to reconcile here. All right. And I feel that they're going to want to reconcile, and I feel they may bring you a present. Or for you singles, you might meet someone new who may give you a present here. I'm just seeing that a lot of this stuff might even happen during Valentine's, or they may be just coming back to you to spend some time with you for Valentine's. I'm going to be posting Valentine's readings as well shortly, so we'll see. Okay? And then you have the heron there. So with the heron, once again, it further emphasizes the fact that there may be a change of residence, or if not, many of you just simply, you're going to be emerging onto a very new beginning. I'm kind of getting here. And again, I feel that despite your problem, someone will want to reconcile with you here, or you're going to just simply meet someone new. I'm feeling that someone wants a stronger commitment, but you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you do have that fox there. And fox tend to be very deceptive and, mischievous. Very, very sneaky. So you have to watch out. I'm kind of getting here. And I'm also feeling, too, that, any things that you may have planned in your household, they're going to go smoothly. I don't see any problems that you might have with that. All right? So what I'm going to do here, it seems that you have decisions. You have to make a decision that it seems to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and just select 20 letters, okay, out of this bag of 200 letters to kind of help you determine the energies or even the type of people who are coming towards you. And of course, if it's an X, many of you already know, but if you have multiple X's, you might not. So let's see what letters come up. Spirit, guide me to the correct 20 letters for Aries, please. Okay. We have a G, an E, an I, T, an I, G, U, J. We have an L, an S, an A, okay, a B, okay, 8 more letters. We have a D, an O, an M, another O, a U, an F, a W, and we have an A, another A, all right? So I'm going to go on and call those letters back to you to make sure that you do all have them recorded. We have 2 A's. We have 2 O's. There are 2 G's. Okay. There's a W, an M, a B, an S, an L, 2 U's, 2 I's, okay, we have a D, a T, an F, a J, as well as an E, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just pull out another deck here because, like I said, it seems that you guys, you're going through a rough patch, or you've been going through a rough patch. So, what I like to do now is try to give you some guidance or some messages on how, ladies and gentlemen, that you could go back to to how you used to be, okay? How you can restore that unshakable inner peace that you once had, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what comes out here. Spirit, what messages would you like me to share to Aries, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. You got the Midas touch, ladies and gentlemen. Things are working out in your favor. Understand that, okay? Ask yourself, in what ways are you abundant right now, ladies and gentlemen? When peace is your priority, ladies and gentlemen, negativity certainly cannot exist. Ask yourself, how can you definitely see through the eyes of the source energy and prioritize your inner peace like it needs to be? All right? Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that you can certainly radically change your results by just simply shifting your beliefs. So, what beliefs are you kind of holding on to that's really limiting you? Okay? And the universe definitely rewards motion. So, what guided action can you really start taking today, ladies and gentlemen? This is what you have to uh, consider, okay? And understand that to receive, you certainly have to release, ladies and gentlemen. So, ask yourself, what can you let go of? And what do you, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, really want to receive in your life? Okay, and this can kind of stem to several areas of your life here. So just take a deep look at yourself and see whatever it is that you really want. Okay, and just to give you some additional messages on things that you might consider, particularly during this time period in question, things that you might want to consider surrendering or letting go. So, Spirit, give us some additional messages that Aries can use to make their lives better. Okay. It's very important that you surrender stubbornness, okay? Because if you're tensing up or really taking a rigid stance about something, Aries, try to gently observe yourself and become a bit more yielding. Because this will certainly help you communicate more lovingly with others as well as to yourself. Okay? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to establishing and setting appropriate limits here. This is with anybody with whom you deal. Because certainly it is healthy to set boundaries in your relationships. And you have to start practicing today that taking care of your needs first is very important. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly no is in fact a complete sentence here. All right? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, your attachment to results. Okay? Understand that the formula for success is to really do all you can to really make things happen, and then you let go of the results. Because holding on too tightly to a desired outcome usually and always does, ladies and gentlemen, sabotage its best intentions here. Okay? And most importantly, surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to inner peace. Try to cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. Because in quiet meditative moments, try to focus on the stillness that reside within and enjoy this inner refuge. Okay? And others will certainly feel your good vibes too. And your life, I feel, is going to start to flow a bit more easily if you start taking that approach. Okay? And last but not least here, surrender, ladies and gentlemen, certainly to your full power. Understand that your life is calling for you to really step into your full power rather than always continuing to play things small, as I see that many of you have been doing lately here. Okay? And it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that you really be aware of what you're projecting. Because the qualities that you admire in one another are qualities that you both possess, okay? So, equally so, the qualities that you don't like are also more of your shadow side or just your own reflection, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, in conclusion, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to leave you with an evocative message that I'm going to share with you through a postcard that Spirit has asked me to read to you. Okay? I have the postcard right here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to go on and read it as it is written. All right? So, dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You would be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act, ladies and gentlemen, from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you, as I've already indicated to you, okay? And Spirit is aware of this, all right? Take it and trust that you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, ladies and gentlemen, not just give, because again, it seems that that's what a lot of you have been doing here. The Spirit wants you to know that we love you so much over here, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have for you. I will be posting more readings for you guys, and particularly the Valentine's reading that I'm going to be posting for. Uh, I'll be doing by the elements, okay? If you'd like a more personal reading with me, you can certainly contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Be sure to like and share, subscribe, and share this reading with anyone to whom you think would benefit from these messages, okay? I certainly appreciate your time and have a nice evening. I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot.